Hello, my name is Al Knable. I was born and raised in New Albany, and I'm a 1984 graduate of New Albany High School and a WNAS alumnus. In 2004, after 20 years away from the area at Purdue University, Indiana University Medical School, and active duty with the United States Air Force, my wife Jessica, also a New Albany High School and WNAS alumna, and I decided to move back home to New Albany to raise our 4 children, Claire, Harrison, Elias, and Nolan. We love this community and are proud to call New Albany, Floyd County home. I am currently a practicing physician and small business owner, a columnist on hiatus for the News and Tribune. Politically, I am your 1st District Floyd County Commissioner, and in that capacity also serve as President of the Board of Commissioners, as a member of the Caesars Foundation Board, the Floyd County Legacy Foundation Board, the Floyd County Redevelopment Commission, and the Floyd County Parks Department Steering Committee. I also volunteer on multiple local nonprofit organization boards. It's fair to say I like to stay busy. I'd like to spend a minute reviewing a few things you might not have heard about or seen of my work as Commissioner over the last 3 years before sharing with you some of the exciting projects that have made and will be making the news in 2026 and beyond. Upon taking office, I was presented with preliminary plans for a new courthouse and administrative building. This project totaled over $65 million, and unfortunately no funding mechanisms had been identified or planned for. We quickly determined that this was not affordable, and in the midst of reimagining and revising these projects now, we have estimates of roughly $45 million. Still a huge sum of money, but saving tens of millions of dollars over the original project presented to me. Also in my first year, an ambulance service crisis was avoided. Some politicians had proposed bringing forward coverage that would cover only part of our citizens but leave others without. Several weeks of tough public and private negotiations were needed, but we finally struck an agreement that covers everyone in Floyd County. My first winter in office, it became apparent that our road department needed serious upgrades in equipment in order to keep our roads clear and safe. Those upgrades are underway in the form of new trucks and plows and backhoes, and we recently signed a contract with our hardworking road crews that carries us forward for the next few years. I think everyone would agree that Floyd County's roads have been handled very, very well during some very harsh winters in 2024, 25, and 25, 26. We've also taken the opportunity to restructure our county organization. We now have a chief operating officer and a chief financial officer who work directly and daily with the commissioners. Not exciting perhaps, but critical nonetheless. In November 2024, we opened the Bob Lane Park in Georgetown, over 200 acres of recreational opportunity for our entire region. In February 2025, a partial collapse of the Blackston Mill Dam necessitated emergency repairs. Once state permits were finally obtained, the bridge was removed within 6 days. 75% of those costs were paid for by private donations. The old Blackston Mill Road Bridge was reopened promptly thereafter, and most importantly, plans for the new bridge continued throughout. That project should break ground in March of 2026 with a scheduled completion date of July 2027. Speaking of bridges, bridge number 27 on Georgetown and Greenville roads is scheduled for replacement in 2026 as well. In October 2025, we reopened a totally repaired and revamped and repaved Old Vincennes Road Hill, a vital link between the city of New Albany and Floyd's Knobs. This was 1 year ahead of the schedule that I inherited upon entering office and on budget. Floyd County's new government administration building is currently undergoing remodeling. Some services expected to open there in April of 2026, others to follow soon thereafter. Our new Health and Human Services, or Health Department building, is currently being remodeled and scheduled to open in the summer of 2026. And as important as anything else, Floyd County will spend more than $2 million this year alone on road upgrades and repaving, more than half of this money coming from grants obtained from the state of Indiana. So like I said, I enjoy being busy. We've accomplished much in 3 years, and we've done so with transparency and integrity. And yes, we certainly have much yet to do. Chief among these future projects being the undeniable need for a new county courthouse. But with your continued support and confidence, I look forward to the challenges ahead. It is truly a pleasure and privilege to serve the people of New Albany and Floyd County. Thank you for your consideration.